Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
I can see how that got you here. So then, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get...
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions.
No problem. And
You too.
I'll go with what I use on my dating app. I don't like to take things too seriously.
Honestly?
They're all true. Acom...
I'm...
Oh!
Well, I know you're...
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay?
What's tonight?
The draft?
Oh, I was mainly here to work on some choreography with Akam and Rizar. But I guess I could squeeze in some time for the draft.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be...
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent. We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype. Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment. What the heck? Who was that? Where's security? Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there.
Is this how things are handled over here?
I assure you that's not the case.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected.
Pay no attention to the crazed masked attack.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw.
Hey, you all right? I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect...
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely... I've been put in charge of... You should be.
I appreciate it.
That's exactly why you...
Fine.
You're the...
I'm sure that our newest superstar and #1 draft pick is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack at the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump in what will likely be a long and fruitful WWE career.
A career that should start with flattening Adrian Buck, who drew the short straw to end up as sacrificial roadkill. And he gets directed into the corner.
Harsh clothesline in the corner.
Ooh, what a clothesline. Back elbow, and then a forearm. Ooh, he fends that off.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
That just knocked him a bit off balance.
No cause for concern on his part. It's still early.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Kick to the gut and a nasty uppercut.
A face buster knee smash.
That looks painful. High angle German. Mounting their opponent and just battering their opponent. Oh no, I see blood on Adrian's face and head now.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Super kick.
Wow.
Kick to the gut, twist of fate.
He's absorbing a ton of offense here.
He has to find a way to break up this offense.
Springboard. Oh my God.
He's lining him up.
Across the shoulders, knee right to the face.
German suplex.
Oh, this could be over.
2.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we gonna do with him?
We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
Normally, I'd have a clever one-liner response. We'd maybe go back and forth a bit. It'd be a hoot. But it looks like I've got to be both good cop and bad cop. And bad cop says, start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Got someone from your family helping you out?
Make the right choices, and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks
I know
like...
Triple H.
I think so, too.
Exactly.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Locking up with one another.
Able to slide out of the hold.
Finding a way out to get the top wrist lock here.
Lands a body shot. Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO. Trading back and forth blows now. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Boom.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Kick to the gut and a nasty uppercut.
Already he's taking on some damage.
Nothing new for him here. He's faced worse.
Fist to the skull. Catches a punch.
Uh-oh. Now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Laid down with a powerbomb.
You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a power bomb with that much force.
Sent to the corner.
What a counter by Tony.
Oh no.
And a reverse DDT.
Super kick. Look at this. He's feeling it and looking for some support from the crowd.
Big splash. Enziguri.
Popped right in the face.
Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Oh, targeting the stomach. Over and over.
Oh, that spear.
Interceptor, Corey.
Oh.
Look at the power here. Up on the shoulders and then...
My Lord! No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Boom! Read that one. Ah, that got turned around on D'Angelo.
Firm control. Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Find some payback with their own reversal.
Driving their opponent down back first into their knee.
Plus one more. 3 consecutive backbreakers.
Splash in the corner.
Enziguri. And now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed. And slides back into the ring.
Punishing boot.
And I think that just opened him up. Yep, certainly did. What a barreling spear.
That could be curtains for Tony.
2 count. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from the Indies.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date, so yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
My ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that, but I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
Okay. And try to win. Because if you lose, I might have second thoughts about this. And then my next best option is this guy named Troy Simpkin, and at that point I might as well just let NXT take over.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
You scare me sometimes, but I like it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
Alright, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Carson City, Nevada, Catherine Marilyn Unforgiven Lady Destroyer.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Zelina might be little, but she is fierce.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega.
Zelina, one of the smallest competitors with the biggest heart.
Yeah, now Zelina is sitting under the learning tree of Rey Mysterio and the rest of the LWO. Zelina really has a chance to break out even further.
Zelina looking to make the LWO and her family proud tonight.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
with a vicious series of strikes.
Gosh.
Not gonna be good. White noise.
It'll put you right to sleep.
And now placed in the corner.
And another.
And Zelina finding herself on the defensive.
Tough night so far for Zelina.
Rope-assisted drop kick. Showing off the quickness. That'll turn things around in a hurry. Really just laying it in. Lights out. Cyclone kick.
No!
A slingshot somersault plancha.
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
And now thrown back into the ring.
She's honing in, staring daggers at her target.
Oh, God, what a shot to the face. Her endurance is really being tested now.
Been holding strong thus far in the match, but you can only outrun the lasting effects of a fight for so long.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band. Sweet chin music. Zelina is in big, big trouble.
It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Catherine Marilyn Unforgiven Lady Destroyer.
What a debut. She not only showed off the...
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard perched up top. Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Oh, he fights Lexis back.
Kick to the gut. Down we go with an uppercut.
Uh-oh. Both arms trapped. This will not end well.
Oh, stop after stop after stop. Jeez.
Oh, man, that's like death by 1,000 cuts.
Oof.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
She's looking for something under the ring to even her odds here.
I can already feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
Caught the leg.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Oh, man.
Clothesline! And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. Bang! He'll make his way to the ring. Oh, snapmare. Kick right to the spine.
Goal!
And it looks like she has swift justice in mind, going for the kendo.
No way!
Iris! Shooting star! Punch, punch, punch! Combinations!
Ooh!
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral on this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
There you see what's at stake. Lexis King and JC Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see these two new allies guys have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Placed him in the corner here. Tag made. What do they have planned here? Double team coming
with the 3D. How can the challengers put up a fight in this situation?
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Across the knee with a backbreaker and a second.
Third time, man. That looks painful. Never saw it coming.
Countering that offense.
Countering each other again and again. Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Super kick.
Tagged into the action.
And tag! He finally made it! Super kick!
Uh-oh.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little...
I know you will.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old...
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have...
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?